collect comics, they don't know how to physically fucking handle a comic. And because nobody never teach nobody. People say, I got Spider-Man #1 from 1960 something, and then you look at it, looks like dog shit. I'm like, you've had that your whole life. Well, nobody taught you how to fucking collect the comics, so you treated it like shit. And then now you showing it to me, and I'm like, well, that's nothing. This whatever. That's just me. And I'm like, well, I'm hard up like that, but you know, you just, dog, if you want a good collection, dog, I'm showing you the best way you can have a good collection when there ain't nobody trying to fuck you over, or you know, and I'm going straight through it, man, and letting it rip, man.
There you go.
Yeah, even well Mike said. Showed up. Yeah, you know, Mixing Iron Man, he showed up. Not, you know.
Yeah, you gave him.
Asked a couple questions.
Him that dissertation.
Yeah, I you know, cool. Yeah, I mean, shit. Told him, you know, whatever you didn't see, hit the rewind button. Got a whole lot of shit to, you know, to show folks, but I was just letting it go, man. Like when you collect comics, this is what you look for. You know, this is what you do. This is what you don't do. Don't turn the comic book this way. Don't fucking turn it like that and all this other shit. Like between us three, like Pat S was showing me.
Well, it's not really between us three because we're live. Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the Comic Book Roundtable.
Look at him.
Yo. Welcome to the Comic Book Roundtable. Okay. Can you blame me that you're like in this epic rant about this is how you do shits and don't treat your comics like this? And I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna hit the go button because he's ranting and raving, and it's an epic rant, and I don't want to waste this because you're just like, on fire. And can you blame me? Can you really blame me for just
Nah,
hitting
man.
the
Nah, I can never blame you, man. You good.
Don't let them miss out on that.
I know, right? Fuck.
You did good, man.
Oh,
And I
appreciate
waited.
it.
You were like,
Hey,
just
speaking
between
the truth, bud.
just between the three of us. And I was like, whoa. Wait a
Yo,
minute.
I know. Whoa.
It's not just between the three of us because we
I
went
know,
live
right?
about a minute and a half ago.
Ooh, híjole. Ooh, híjole. Ay, ay,
Oh
ay.
my God. I don't want you to be like I got this chick knocked up or any crazy shit like that where you're like dumping info and I'm like, whoa, no, wait, no, oh my God.
Oh, boy.
Don't make the player hate the game, right?
I know, right? Yeah. And Pat S says, I'm glad 24 didn't say that son of a bitch, Pat. That would have hurt my feelings. Nah, Pat.
Man, he never said that on the air, dude. Just
Nah, I wouldn't. What's up, Lady Miss? Nah, I'm good, y'all. I wouldn't have. Nah, Pat, you know better than that. Holy shit.
Michael Gonzalez, hot open mic. What you really think of us? Oh my God. Oh shit. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. And welcome back to the Comic Book Roundtable. I am your host, Stone Loki, and I've been getting into just a little bit of mischief tonight. But God, can you blame me when he's like burning shit down? And this is the shit. You don't bend the book like this. You buy it. Oh man, I got to go to Second and Charles the other day.
yeah. Oh, cool.
That was
too.
a thing.
Night. Cool.
So,
hey, Lady Mist. Hey, ladies.
Good evening. Good evening, Lady Mist. Good
Lady
evening.
Mist. Hey there.
Lady Mist. Claude Sailing is here. Good
Hey,
evening.
everybody.
Pat S. Chris Persia.
Yeah, buddies. Chris.
Yeah.
Badass.
Good evening. Keely Chow, Roll Tide, my friend. Roll Tide.
I know.
Michael Gonzalez, what's up? Hope you're doing well. Sean Eastep.
Man. Yo, something I was hoping we get a chance to do, man, this episode, man. Can we please see the Marvels trailer?
Oh, really?
Yeah, have y'all seen it?
You haven't seen it enough? You haven't seen it enough yet?
Oh, I don't know. Have you seen it?
No, I've seen it, but yeah.
Oh, you haven't seen it? Nah. Well, if you haven't seen it, I think.
I've seen it.
Oh, you have.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I'm willing to suffer through it again if you guys are.
Oh well, no, I was gonna try to see if you at least suffered.
Yeah.
All right. Well.
Oh yeah,
No,
I've suffered. I've suffered myself.
Right.
I'm not gonna suffer through the movie though. I'm not gonna go see
No.
it.
I'm even on.
No.
We can meet up on the trailer some more if you want. I mean.
No. If I was gonna say if y'all hadn't seen it, we should.
No, I'm indifferent. Yeah.
Give it a twirl.
I mean, that's gonna be a great movie, obviously. That'll be great.
Hey,
Can't wait for everybody else to see it.
So,
it's funny you mentioned that 24 because I was looking at what all is left comic book wise movie to come out this year, and shit, I'm not gonna go see Aquaman. That's dropping on December 25th if it comes out this year. There's supposed to be a Kraven the Hunter movie in October. I doubt we're gonna get that.
What?
Oh yeah, that's Cobb.
That's made.
Oh, it's look there. Yeah, that's gonna be DOA when that releases, man. Yeah, because they already had what's his face already dressed up. Yeah, it's man. That dude's gonna be
Who's playing?
eco. Yeah, he's gonna be like an eco-friendly ass dude. I can't wait.
Oh yeah, it's the Aaron Taylor Johnson or whatever.
Yeah, I can't wait, man. That's
Quicksilver.
Blue Beetle. I might get talked into going seeing that.
Yeah.
I'll watch it at some point.
You got the Marvels in July. I'm not gonna go.
No,
You've got
that's November.
Flash in June.
That's November.
Marvels is November.
That's
Oh, they
bro.
changed it.
Yeah, It's been pushed back 5 times. Yeah,
That's what it said on the trailer.
Oh
Yeah.
shit!
yeah. It's November now.
Well, I'm not gonna go see that.
No.
Flash, not gonna go see that.
What?
No, I don't care. I don't care. Nope. I'm out.
I'm Batman. No, not even.
I'm Batman. No, not even for him.
Yeah, not even.
Even if Selena Kyle comes back,
What?
I'm not gonna go see that. Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. Nope.
Oh,
I don't
hell.
care about
That's a
Miles
no for
Morales.
me.
I ain't
That's
watching
dope.
that.
Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah, I'll go see that.
Now, if I've got and I do free tickets, do I go see it even though I've got free tickets? I don't like Disney. I don't want to support Disney. I don't, but I've got
You already
free
got
tickets.
Free tickets. So what the hell? You're supporting the movie theaters.
Supporting the
and they're-
movie
They're
theater.
mostly innocent.
by
can.
buying their popcorn and shit. So
I mean, it's I don't know. As far as forgetting about all that, whether it's something worth looking forward to, I'm moderately interested in it, but guarded. But I'll go watch it. Yeah, it might be the last superhero movie I ever go see.
it's definitely gonna be the last Marvel movie I go see.
Which one? Guardians?
Yeah.
Yeah.
For
Oh yeah. I got
I'm
you.
not
a
Hey,
couple weeks now.
did you hear what Chris Pratt said the other day?
Mhm.
No, this is true story. They interviewing him for Guardians. Asked him, hey, would you consider going to DC now that James Gunn is going over there? And he looked in the camera and he said, you know what? If they call, I'm coming. Basically, like if they say if they extend,
Pratt an invitation to DC, he'll do
yeah,
it.
he said I will definitely take him up on it.
Well, I know that Pratt and what's that? Some Batista.
Right.
I can't think of his real name right now. It's
Yeah,
just
yeah.
Batista.
Yeah.
I know both of them have a huge loyalty to Gunn.
Right.
And even Batista said he's the only reason why he came back to do the third movie was because Gunn was directing. So they both have fierce loyalty to James Gunn. Everything else, I mean, you had Shazam and you had Ant-Man. Both those movies sucked. I'm not excited about any of this. I'm not. Guardians, free tickets, like you said, support the theater.
Right.
I'm just afraid they're gonna fuck it up. That's all I'm afraid of. And is if they fuck it up and I walk out pissed off. I'm tired of doing that. I'm tired of walking out of theaters pissed off.
Oh.
So,
well, that's from what I hear, that's possibly a possibility for Guardians 3.
Oh,
Yeah. You brace yourself for that shit, man. That's
Look like
I
it's
know,
gonna
right?
be melodramatic.
I know, yeah. That's I heard that's gonna be a tough one on folks. How tough?
promises to be a tearjerker.
Right,
It's very
exactly.
clear that not every member of the beloved team will make it out of the movie alive.
Right.
And we've already seen who was it? Drax carrying
Star-Lord.
yeah. Peter.
And then I heard about Drax himself. I heard he's catching the hammer. Well, spoilers. Rumor spoilers or whatever, but
Could be.
yeah, I mean I heard he's taking a dive. So, but as far as anybody else, he's the only one that I've heard. Who knows? I heard the main. I heard it's supposed to be Rocket's story though, so it's supposed. I guess I don't know if he's going on the Blaze of Glory or some other shit's about to happen or come out of this. But I heard this is supposed to be his deal here, man.
You know what's funny?
Yep.
And nobody has talked about this yet. Nobody that I've watched anyway has really dug into this. I want to show you guys something.
Oh,
Let's see here. Share screen. Okay, this is Nia DaCosta, right? This is the director of the Marvels, right?
right. Near the costume.
Okay.
Candyman, Little Woods, and Ghost Tape.
Okay.
What has this person done?
If I'm not mistaken, if I'm not, I could be wrong. If I'm not mistaken, she won some that's and that's the thing. Like when it comes to these people, like they haven't done anything that we'd go watch. But when it comes to some other festivals and winning awards and these, like they've won awards, but it's shit that we don't fucking recognize or we don't give a shit about. And so
director,
so it's like they win these little awards, and and then they try to pick them, like I say, if you look up her credentials, she probably won something, and that's how a lot of these
I don't care what she's
directed, nothing else, right?
Let's see what this is very, very limited. She got a 2022 nominee for Candyman. She was a
Candyman, the
22 nominee for Candyman.
That's the Black Reel Awards.
Yes. 2022 nominee for Littlewoods.
2020, okay.
2022
all these are based upon her color of her skin, right?
NAACP, yeah.
Right.
Okay,
those aren't artistic awards.
Right. Yeah. Well, and again, like I was saying, these are things that we don't give a fuck about, but to them, they'll sit there and look at this and be like, oh well, she did this in film festival, and she was, she won 5 awards at the indie this and that and all in
Denver International Film Festival.
What? Okay, yeah, that's a big one. That's one I always go to go, hey, the next big talents are coming out of there.
This is a nobody in charge of a multi-million-dollar production.
A sequel to $1 billion movie.
A sequel to a $1 billion movie.
They did not have the guts to name after the original.
So
essentially, it's not a sequel.
I can hear the shilling now. How dare you criticize a young, up-and-coming Black female director that's LGBTQ positive and blah, 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 blah.
Yep.
How dare you?
Yep. And
she's done nothing.
Yep.
She's a nothing burger.
The Marvels is not a sequel, by the way.
Yeah. How do you disrespect the winner of the Denver Film Festival Award in fucking 2017 and shit?
Denver International Film Festival. And who's ever heard of that, by the way? Anyone out there?
See, but like I say, if you look at all the like if you look at all of the folks that they have coming in with all these diverse directors that don't have any kind of fucking film credits or anything, anything that we would consider, anything worth anything, like they'll come in with all the little film festival awards and all this other shit. And they'll come with a slew of those, and people, and people at Marvel will be like, "Oh, see this person here at the Sundance, they did this, and at this place they did that," and and try to rack up all those, they try to, all those little bullshit awards. They try to, try to talk them like, talk about them like they worth something, man.
Well, okay, this movie's gonna be the Marvels, whoopee. I love how they won't even call it. They won't even act like it's a sequel unless she has number 21 on there.
Dude, I saw that trailer, man, and I jumped up, and first thing I thought about was Clockwork Times.
So let's look at this. Obviously, you've got Jon Favreau in the number one MCU spot as far as directors go.
I think shouldn't the Russo brothers be right up there?
They should. I don't know why this is like. This Twitter.
That did the Incredible Hulk. I mean, I like the Incredible Hulk more than most people did, but
I mean, are those
2?
people like but are those guys
stuff? I guess.
I'm saying, but are those guys that are like currently active right now? Is that why we don't see the Russo brothers?
I don't know because
Russo brothers are down just a little bit. So
this guy's all he did was the Incredible Hulk, which was okay, and now he's done a bunch of. He's done the Transporter movies. Stupid, horrible Clash of the Titans remake. Now You See Me.
Oh, I didn't like those.
Remakes of the Dark Crystal TV show. That guy sucks. At least Kenneth Branagh is a big name, and he only did Thor.
Yeah. Joe Johnston.
Okay, I mean, I love him, and again, I love him. And he did a First Avenger, but he only did one movie. Whedon's a jerkwad.
Whedon's a dickhead.
But he's done he did at least 2 movies.
I like Shane Black. I don't know if
I
anybody.
Can't stand him. I hated Iron Man 3.
You hated what?
I hated Iron Man 3.
Oh yeah. No, I like but he did Predator, dude.
I understand that, but then he did Iron Man 3. But yeah. So I'm talking about for MCU now, though. This guy, Alan? This guy did Thor: The Dark World, so I don't know why he's so high. There's your Russos. They're better than all those. They're probably better than everybody. They should be number one.
Yeah, they should have been
everywhere.
Yeah, they should have been up there.
James Gunn.
Gunn should have been higher than some of those guys.
Yeah, he should have. I agree.
I get this. Scott Derrickson, I did like the first Doctor Strange. That was pretty cool.
Yes, I did.
The first one. Taki woke titties too high. He sucks.
Homecoming. John Watts did Homecoming. You got Taiki.
Yeah, fuck him.
Ron Coogler sucks. I can't stand him.
I don't like him either. Who the fuck is Anna Boden? What did she do?
Let's see which one she did. She did. Doesn't even say which one she did. I mean,
can't remember.
Well, I don't know. Which one did she do?
Yeah, because I remember somebody mentioning her. That was a long time. I can't remember.
We'll find
it. She did the original. She did
Captain
Marvel.
Captain Marvel. She's garbage.
Of course, that's why I didn't know who the fuck she was.
That's why we know. Yeah. LT Lord Thoth. Avon lives, long live Legion, buddy.
Oh yes, what's up, Lord?
Ryan Fleck ass is what did he do? Do we care about? He did. I don't know what the hell that guy did.
Oh shit!
Probably something crappy.
Ryan Fleck.
Captain Marvel.
I thought. They did it together.
Oh,
that's why we don't know who the fuck he is.
Exactly.
Kate Shortland. How did she do?
Okay,
Black Widow.
Okay, that's crap. Zoe said mega crap. The Eternals. She's horrible.
Yep, and her whack ass.
Shang-Chi.
He sucks because that movie sucks.
How the fuck you got Sam Raimi at the bottom?
Raimi's better than those guys, even if whatever problems you have with that Doctor Strange movie.
At least look who's sitting right next to Sam fucking Raimi.
And her movie's not even out yet, so there's that, right? Don't know these other guys.
Sean Levy.
Holy
Stranger Things.
Well,
what did he? Yeah, but what did he do?
Stranger Things.
I mean Marvel though.
Stranger Things.
Marvel movie.
Unsolved Mysteries.
Oh shit!
He got Adam Project.
Yeah, he ain't fucking around.
It doesn't say.
Lower.
Then obviously he must. If it's something that he hasn't done, it must be something that he's
going coming up with.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. He's probably slated to direct some kind of
Night at the Museum. He was a producer on Night at the Museum. I like
none of these.
Cheap by the dozen.
I mean, damn,
he did.
He hasn't done anything. He hasn't done anything yet, which means he's got to be doing something.
Well, actually, but I bet you if you look up his wikis or whatever to show, like if he has any future projects.
I bet you they're doing the Thunderbolts movie.
Right, and
I bet you these two fucks are doing the.
Yeah, and this guy beneath him's probably doing Blade. The guy doing Blade or something, maybe. I don't know.
He did Lucy.
But this guy's probably going to do Blade.
Why? Wow. I don't understand something. This doesn't make any fucking sense to me. Why hire absolute nobodies after this giant list of badasses that you've got here? Why just suddenly turn to it? It's like a AAA fucking team subbing for the New York Yankees. I don't get it.
From what I've understood, man, it's a few things. They want to have the credit of hiring, like the diversity hires or whatever. If it's if it's a black person or a Latino or Asian person or whatever. Another thing too is the fact that they can get them cheap. So they can get them cheap, and then also have the say so of saying, yeah, I'm the guy that gave this person their start. You see what I'm saying? Like it's all kind of little,
but it still doesn't matter. That makes no sense. It's like subbing for your New York Yankees,
right?
The Corpus Christi Hooks. Who the fuck are the Corpus Christi Hooks?
Before that idiot Feige got there.
Oh shit!
I mean, look at the choices first. Favreau, first two Iron Man movies. The Incredible Hulk, that was also with Universal. We don't know that guy. But after that, you got you get Kenneth Branagh, you get Joe Johnston, not small names, not you guys have done a lot of stuff. Joe Johnston, the Rocketeer, and a Jurassic Park movie. Then he does the First Avenger, which was great. You get Branagh. So there's some big names. Then you go from Joss Whedon, like him or not, a name, right? Then you get Shane Black, a name. Then you get that Dorp who did Dork World, but then you get James Gunn. Then you get the Russo brothers for a bunch of movies. And you get them and Gunn. And then after that, it goes from there to Feige bringing in nobody. Nobody's after that.
And
there's our answer. Sean Levy is directing and producing Deadpool 3.
Okay.
Which is finally fall under the MCU's purview. Yeah, man. And then the thing is, they also got a She-Hulk writer to fucking come over there and start writing for fucking Deadpool 3. So that's
wonder how well Ryan's gonna dig that when it's like, oh my god, the She-Hulk writers are here.
Yeah.
I'd be like, listen, just take her out back and just keep her busy, because I don't want this to turn into what happened to Green Lantern.
Deadpool movie? Jesus God. Well, it is Disney Deadpool. Remember, this is not Deadpool, this is Disney Pool. So
do you know what I would love? I would love if at the end of Deadpool 3, you get that scene of She-Hulk twerking and he just puts a fucking bullet in her head and is like, it's okay. I fixed it. And boom, out he goes.
Right.
I fixed it, everybody. Remember how he came in and took care of Deadpool in the Wolverine movie? In Wolverine Origins, remember that? Yeah. I was on my fucking feet cheering for that. I was like, yes. He's like, don't worry, Logan. I took care of it.
Nice.
Now we get K-Pool. I fucking hope not. If Disney fucks it up, man, then it's another.
I'm just telling you, dude. Like you said, do not put any faith in this thing.
Oh no, I'm not.
You know better. Yeah.
No, I know better. I have absolutely. I have absolutely no shit. I'm not even like, if I had to go pay to see Guardians, I just wouldn't go see it. I mean, it's that simple. I've been offered the tickets. I'm like,
yeah. I'll go. That'd be the last time I even care to go pay to see anything probably from them, and then even then, I don't really care that much. It'll come on at some point.
Yeah,
but
I'll have it for free.
That's gonna be the last thing I see.
I'll have it for free days after it comes out. So.
Yeah. Look, I hear you, man. I'm not excited about it either. I'm not excited about it because I see that trailer and it was very kind of downer for the Guardians. I mean, look, all right, those Guardians movies. I like the first one. It's if you're purist for the Guardians of the Galaxy comics, it's got a lot of stuff in there that you won't care for. But if you're not and you just want to see a fun movie, I love the first one. Second one, again, the music's great in both of them. It's okay, but I don't think it's a perfect movie. There's a lot of problems with it. There's some great scenes. So, and I like that Christmas special they did. It was kind of fun. So, like, the Guardians movies are not that big of a deal for me anyway. I mean, kind of sticking them in Avengers and Infinity War really kind of almost affected Infinity War adversely, I think, in my opinion. So, I could take or leave them. If they're good in the movie, fine. They didn't do anything for Love and Blunder, the scene they're in there. Hey, Leia Rose. Lovely lady.
Hey, Leia Rose.
They didn't do anything to save that movie. They were still terrible in it. It was terrible no matter what.
Hell, Leia.
Over.
Yeah, no, it ended with Infinity War. Just kill it off, and after pretend the snap happened and they couldn't do anything, and Tony got to have a kid and he's living happy with Pepper, and that's it. That's the end.
You know, you're hearing that from more and more people you're hearing it from hardcore people like us, but I'm hearing it from a lot of other, I know this is anecdotal, right? But I've run into so many people. For example, I have a couple of nephews. They're not geeks like me. I mean, they like a lot. We bond over football, different things like that. And I raised them to like some geek stuff. It's just not really, they're not, geeks like us, right?
Right.
But they both got into the Marvel movies. They're both with their wives. They started watching them all, and they started asking me. They asked the order to watch them and everything. They weren't into them. They just kind of saw one. Oh, I want to watch these. And like a lot of people, for those first, whatever was the first, like up until around the Infinity War area or something like that,
Right.
they were engaged. Interesting, because I remember all through that time, it was fun to look forward to those movies and go to the theater. And for them, some of them had already been out, right? But they were started to go to the theater to see these. So I gave them a few years back the order they should watch them and stuff, and they were excited about it. They would watch it with their wives. They bring their kids, and then and they would go. Oh, they would ask me, "Oh, what's this? Look forward to this next one coming out. What's going on with that?" And then this is the modern conversation over these MCU/MCU movies. Like they said, "You can see that new one. Was that ain't worth bothering to watch?" They don't care anymore.
No.
And I said, they don't. They're not. They were excited about them. I can't wait to them. They were really enjoying going and watching them with Now they're like, did they come out with another one? What's that new one out now? How was that? Is it okay? And I say, nah, don't bother. They don't care, and I think that's a lot of, again, anecdotal perhaps, but I would be willing to bet you that's most of the normies now who weren't like geeks slavishly loving comic book superheroes. They were just people who liked these movies, really had a good kick out of going to see them, looking forward to them, and then. Now they've been so like, I saw that. It only took a couple of them to rub them the wrong way, and they're like, they watched 2 or 3 of the last ones, and they're like, I didn't care much for them. I don't really care anymore. I don't even keep up with it. Did they get any better?
How many times did you go see Avengers, Klobby?
First one about 6, 7 times. I
pulled a Ferris Bueller, and I went 9 times.
I adored it.
I loved that movie. I loved Loki in that movie. I thought that was like, holy shit, yes, he's back and he's pissed off and he's mean and he's trickery and all that. They nailed it. I didn't mind Ruffalo as much as I thought I would, because I really I liked Edward Norton. I did. I liked Edward Norton. Yeah. I understand he is impossible to work with. But
right. I wish we could have had him, but it's okay. Ruffalo's fine.
He wanted more money than Samuel L. Jackson and Robert Downey Jr. combined.
Yeah, he's
the Hulk.
Imbecile.
And I was like,
you're not bigger. And this is one of those things. You're not bigger than the property, dude. Nobody is. So.
No, nobody is.
But yeah, you're right. And again, I went, I think maybe 6, 7 times, maybe more. And I just this was. Here's why this one movie was important to me. Not since 1978 had I had this experience. I loved the first Iron Man movie, and I went a few times, so that was a shocker, right? Didn't like too much. I thought the Incredible Hulk was okay, but it was just, it was just there. The Thor movie, first, it was all right. Wasn't big on it. I really did like Captain America: The First Avenger a whole hell of a lot.
Man, that motherfucker was awesome, man.
And what a great telling of the origin. So,
yes,
Avengers comes out.
I had to convince my dad to watch that movie. He didn't want to watch it. He didn't want to watch it. He didn't want to have anything to do with it. And I was like, Pops, man, that origin story is killer.
You want who else had to be
Cap? Man, you?
You know who else had to be talked into it?
Who?
You.
You're talking to him.
Yeah.
I was doing
that's why I said
Here's what happened. I did my show at the time. And I was messing around with my again, it was just my stupid Blog Talk radio show. And I would correspond with people on Facebook and all this. And I was like, I really, as bad as those FF movies are, I thought that Chris Evans was really good as the Torch. But I'm like, I can't take him seriously as Steve Rogers. He's a jokey. He said, yeah.
Right.
But I'll still go see it. Then a week or two leading up to the movie, these excerpts are coming out for interviews. And he was saying stupid crap about the character. He and Joe Johnston were saying moronic crap about the character and about America and this, that, and the other. I was like, you know what? I'm not going. Screw them. I'm not going. And then I kept seeing stuff that looked kind of cool from it, right? And I'm going, no, so, but I'm still not going. And then I went on there on the show the night before, and then on Facebook I said, okay, everybody, I'll let you vote. Do I go? Do I not go? Because I don't want to go. These people are a bunch of jerkweeds. I was like, oh, go. And then smarting band, and they're all smart asses. Go, you got to go. You got to go. If you're leaving it up to us, we got to go. Because I made the offhand comment. I said, I'll leave it to all of you like an idiot, right?
Oh, shit.
But okay. So Minimus and I, Claude and I, we went. I was reluctant. I'm like, I don't know about this. Because back then, you it was still 2011, so you didn't have every bit of information about a movie. You saw trailers, but so you just didn't know. I didn't know anything. I'm just like, it looks okay, and of course, what a beautiful telling of the origin. He's perfect in it. I love the movie. Biggest criticism anyone's ever said is the last quarter kind of moves too fast, like a montage. But other than that, it's a great movie. I love it.
I love the Howling Commando scene.
It's so great.
I love.
Oh, that was awesome. When he bust through and he got the gun like
he's
this.
Got the 9. Yeah,
man, I was like, yo,
that was a little too ultimate to me. I would have preferred him throwing the shield and shooting, but nitpick.
He did that too.
I know, but I'm talking about that scene. I don't like seeing Cap running around shooting a gun, but he did it in old serials. But anyway, that's
1911.
Nitpick.
1911.
Nitpick. I loved it.
That door,
but I love that movie.
Yeah,
and I'm like, boom, right there.
And then one part where he jumped in the air and he jumped on that big ass fucking tank.
That was beautiful.
And then that bitch and he jumped off that motherfucker and was like this. I was like, yo, look at him, that's my man. I was like, the movie Captain America, dude.
It's in my top 5 of the MCU movies. I love it. And so after that, the Avengers comes along, and I've heard some people criticizing, saying it has no story. No, that's wrong. It's chapter 6 of a 6-part story. Avengers is the culmination of a movie, the equivalent to a movie serial from the 40s. It's the equivalent. It finishes up the story there. And man, okay, so here's the thing. In 1978, as 14 years old, when that red and blue S blasted onto the screen with that John Williams music, Superman the movie, gave me an experience in movie history I never thought I would have. It blew me away. I loved it so much. In 2012, another thing happened. I never thought I would see a gang of superheroes moving around, fighting around, acting like they're supposed to, like they've popped off a comic book page, that look like they're really fighting, using their power at the height of their powers. They're fighting an army of whatever. So I didn't even care what they were fighting. They're like,
army of whatever.
This was me as an 8-year-old watching the Avengers pop onto a big screen.
Man,
there are things I would have done differently, but the movie floored me. And I remember one of the early times I went to see it, there were some old people. And when I could call you old, you're old. In front of us, right? And they looked like they were having the time of their lives. And we got up and they started, that was really good. They really enjoyed us. And they were about to leave. Said, oh, wait, it's not over yet. I didn't know about the after credit scene. And it just told me that this wasn't just for kids. When you make one right, it can transcend all ages. These old people enjoyed the hell out of themselves.
Yeah. Packed theaters.
That's what the MCU movies used to be, man.
Man. Well, the thing is, it's man, Captain America, man. Dog, I'm gonna tell you something, man. Captain America's a thing, man. He's special, man. He's a thing. He's a thing from the past put in present day, and the values that and there, the shit that he stands for. He brings that into a world that halfway doesn't even believe in that shit no more, man. You know what I'm saying? And so he comes out. Man, Doc, I love Captain America, man. I mean, he's the way he's written, drawn, and all the shit that all the writers have put him through, man. He's kind of like he stood the test of time, man, and he's still fucking ticking. I just hate that they've done a lot of fucked up shit to him too, because you've gotten a lot of good stories out of Captain America. Then you gotten some other shit that I just sometimes I don't know, man. It's basically like I look at him the way I look at Superman, and yo, if you guys look the new Superman, y'all, I know you don't want to hear about the shit, but for the last few issues, man, Superman is taking off, man, in fucking comics, man. So again, I not to say nothing about nothing, but when things are good, people need to acknowledge that people are warming up to Superman again and actually starting to buy his comics. And he's starting to make the top 50 in the last few months. So, and that's a big thing for Superman. He ain't been in the top 50 for years.
When Steve wakes up and he's in that room at the end of the movie, and I knew, I was like, oh my God, they're going to do it. They're going to do it. Nah. And there's this beautiful scene in Ultimate Avengers where he wakes up and he breaks out and he runs outside and he's standing there and he sees modern day New York and the Shield helicarriers coming in for a landing, and he literally like he falls. It's like he's gonna pass out, and Fury catches him, and he's like, "You're home, son. It's okay." And he goes, "Did we win?" And he's like, "We won." And it's like, oh my God, are they gonna do it? Are they gonna do it? And when they meet up in those New York in the middle of New York,
Right.
and Fury's like, "Calm down, Cap." I was like, holy shit.
That was a great scene. You've gone along, you've been out of it for a long time, Cap. When you just said the word Cap, it got me chills. I'm like, yeah. You know, that was
so. You know, well, let me ask you this, man. For real, both of y'all, just to see the way you guys are talking about Nick Fury, right? And just to see how the fuck you just saw him in this fucking Marvel's trailer. How you feel about that shit? Nah, for real.
You got what I feel. I think it's just. I mean, look, the original Nick Fury is my Nick Fury, but I've learned to accept. I've always loved Samuel L. Jackson as an actor. I can't stand Ultimate Comics. I could piss on him. I don't care about him. I wouldn't waste my piss on Ultimate Comics, but I like him enough to accept him in this, you know, the change, because he's such a great actor and he does a great job early on in this role. To have him ruined like that Captain Marvel garbage movie ruined his character. It's tough to go back to looking at him now in future endeavors, and especially once we find out that he was a Skrull for a while. We don't know if that's a Skrull or not. Or what? I just don't care about him anymore. Just like that Secret Invasion trailer for that show. I can't get interested in that. They've ruined the character of Nick Fury in their movies for me. You know,
I can't disagree with that. I can't.
He's such a great character, though.
I loved seeing Nick Fury at the end of Iron Man. I thought that was like so.
I am Iron Man.
Yo, I still, man, David Hasselhoff, Nick Fury, man. Dude,
oh my God.
No, I'm gonna tell you something, man. He was actually, you could probably cast somebody else, but he had the look, and then actually, if you'd have gave him the script and put him into today's time, holy shit.
Yeah.
It's like you had the right person, but in the wrong time. You know, like you fucking the fucking 80s. Like, damn. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? If we would have had him the way he looked in that fucking movie, you put him with today's shit. Oh my goodness.
Well, the Ultimates, they decided to base him on Sam, and then Sam liked it and made a deal. So, what are you gonna do? But I mean, he's still great in the movies.
Fuck Sam.
I know, but I just like the actor. I always did like him. He's a jerk in real life, but yeah.
Yeah, I know. I like Stan too, but as far as David Hasselhoff,
he tries to rob fast food joints called McDowell.
Man,
but he doesn't get that reference. I'm sorry, but
on the butts. He's but Mace Windu's one bad mother.
Which lightsaber's yours, Mace? It's the one that says "bad motherfucker" on it.
Yep.
It was still cool in those movies until they pulled this crap where this flirting stupid cat thing he cuts his man.
I've never watched that whole movie. I've never gotten to that point. I got to the point where she knocked the guy off the bike and stole the bike after she lands at Blockbuster or whatever.
Right.
I was just like, whatever. I've seen the Blockbuster scene.
Well, I mean, I don't know. I guess you couldn't miss it when everybody else was just showing what actually happened to his ass. And
I don't know. She's such a twat. Brie Larson is just such a twat. I can't watch her and take her seriously. And I think the reason why I got through Kong is she's so much of a background character.
Yeah, she's sort of there. She doesn't really do much.
I mean,
there's no
Scott Pilgrim versus the World.
Oh yeah, I
don't even remember her in that, and I saw it.
No, she was singing. She was on stage singing. She was
As soon as she let that "I'm a insufferable twat" out, it's never gone away, and it's never gonna go away. That's who she's gonna be forever.
In Endgame, since he was there written to do a certain purpose, I think the Russo brothers kept her in
Right,
check where she didn't bother me in that. Like,
she just flew in. and
when
shit.
she's there to say things that are relevant. When she's punching, fighting, and she's there to use her ridiculously overbloated powers to
Right.
for everybody. So I don't know. She didn't really bug me that too much in that one, but in Captain Marvel, she is insufferable. But the whole
like in
movie's boring,
Endgame,
so-
I mean, yeah, in Endgame, that's what she did. She went like this. She flew in, and then Thanos just bop, and then she went flying, and then you didn't see her no more. So it was like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Had the YouTube talk background up this whole time. Man.
Yo.
Yeah, she's just But anyway, these movies have been ruined. Captain America was also in Scott Pilgrim. That's right, he was, and he's been in. That dude has been. You know how many? He might. I think I was talking to a friend of mine. He might be the record holder. Okay, let's name comic book related movies that Chris Evans has been in. Of course, the Fantastic Four movies, Captain America. That goes without saying. The Losers,
and Scott Pilgrim.
Scott Pilgrim, and what's it? Snowpiercer.
Snowpiercer.
It was a comic verse, wasn't it?
I didn't know that. I mean, if that's the case, then
know what? There's another one. I think there's another one. So that's 6.
Oh,
Ryan Reynolds might hold the record, though. Ryan Reynolds might hold the record.
Hey, but you
Blade Trinity.
You can't overlook Mark Hamill.
Blade Trinity. Ryan Reynolds played Hannibal Caine.
Yes. Hannibal Caine.
Yeah, I got
obviously
that.
Green Lantern.
Yeah.
Deadpool. There were two.
Do the 2 Deadpools count as different Deadpools?
No.
Or is it the same
one character?
And then he also did R.I.P.D. man.
Yeah, R.I.P.D. There you go. And there's one other. I think there might be 2 other ones, and I'm just drawing a blank on them. What was it? No, I'm thinking of somebody else, maybe. Anyway, but Chris Evans might be the dude with the. I mean,
Ryan Reynolds do have. We just named quite a few off of his asses now, so I mean, it might be about equal.
Evans has got more though. I mean, there's at least 6.
Oh,
at least Snowpiercer was a comic book.
Phantom Outsider brings up the fact that Bree had the craziest moment in Endgame. Hey, Peter Parker, a 40-year-old plus woman, saying that to a teenager.
Oh, dude, it's 7 because we forgot Scott Pilgrim. Evans is in that too.
Right.
And I think Snowpiercer is based on the comic book. So he's got 7. He might be the champion.
It's true too. Patton Oswalt's been a bunch.
Yeah, but
I hate that little bastard.
He hasn't played any other than unfortunately letting him play MODOK. He hasn't played any established characters from comic books.
Pip Patrol.
Has he? A Trip. So he's got 2. He's got Pip there.
Pip Patrol.
Now he's got Pip. Right, okay. So he's got 2. So he's not at the top there.
Just a wife murdering troll. Oops, that's real.
Yeah. Yeah. Josh Brolin's got at least 2, right?
Well, I mean, he has Jonah Hex.
He got 3. He has 3. Cable, Jonah Hex, and Thanos.
Yep.
Yeah, and Thanos. Yep. There you go.
Some of these people got multiple ones. I mean, hell. Yeah.
And Cable, I mean, I couldn't tell. I mean, if you just were like, okay, who is this guy? No sound, no voice, no nothing. And then you do Thanos, you tell that's both Josh Brolin.
Yeah. He calls him Thanos. Yeah. So, yes, sir. There you go.
Yes, Pat. Yes.
He is that. He is a scumbag.
Yes, he is. Reynolds also had Juggernaut. Yeah. I'm the Juggernaut, bitch. Yeah. Oh, that's wrong movie.
I'm the Juggernaut, bitch.
Deadpool. He didn't play a Juggernaut, did he?
I'm the Juggernaut.
Did he play Juggernaut?
No. He did. He did the voice for Juggernaut.
He did.
I am
Reynolds,
the Juggernaut.
Yeah, Reynolds did the voice for Juggernaut.
I guess we can technically attribute that to him then.
Shh.
So there you go.
Scarlet was in Ghost World first.
And Akira, wasn't she? No. Oh, she.
No, no, it
Sure,
was
she was in
Ghost in the
Ghost in the
Shell.
Shell.
Yeah, Ghost in the
I mean,
Shell. Yeah,
Ghost in the Shell.
and then Lucy, and then that was another one.
Lucy
Well, I'm not sure if that's. But you'd be surprised. I mean, there's a lot of shit that's done, and we don't even know half of them be based on some shit we didn't even know existed. So I don't even know.
She's had all these opportunities, and then comes back and is like, "I was held back as an actress because I was pretty." I'm like, "Bitch, you wouldn't have an acting career if you didn't look the way you do." I never got the opportunities I wanted. Are you insane? I hated that I was a sexual icon. Oh, I'm sure. Go back to Iron Man 2 and look at how she was doing the runways. Look at the interviews. She was like, "Oh my God, I'm in this movie because I'm a not dead, gorgeous, badass bitch." And you're like, now it's like, I was pigeonholed and forced to do all these movies where I was a knockout. Yeah.
No, what a shame. What a shame.
I was so ashamed of my awesomeness.
It should be. Yeah. Yeah, you're not a big Brie fan, is what you're basically saying there, Loke.
Yo, that's
I
wild.
fucking hate that bitch.
Wow.
I'll just say it. I can't.
Such hatred.
Cannot stand her. I can't. From
I
everything,
like Brie, man.
anything she's ever done. I didn't even know she was in Kong until someone pointed it out, and I was like, "Are you serious?"
Oh,
I've known that for a
Yeah,
long.
she was,
I've known that for a long
yeah.
time. Yeah.
And
And
I saw that right when she was announced to play it to Captain Marvel. What's that number?
Nah, I was gonna say, like if you recall, like what we just saw in the Marvels, that there's like a part where she's like dressed and shit, and she's like, I guess like in I don't know, Pakistan. I don't know, she's in Pakistan or whatever, and she got the clothes on. Like I don't know if you guys remember, but like not even like a handful of years ago, she had that movie called the Basami Blues or whatever, to where it's like she was dating like this Indian dude and started and like on the cover of the DVD. Yeah. Look it up, man. Like just real quick. I'm just saying, like, just for shits and giggles. She did a movie called Basami Blues, and you can look it up. It came out less than 5 years ago. And and on the cover, you're gonna see her dressed with the same outfit that the Pakistani woman would wear off of like the Miss Marvel TV show and shit.
Okay, I'm back in 2017.
I told you it was about a
comedy Basmati Blues.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh my God, she's gained weight. She was a huge bitch.
Well. So,
no, never mind. Then who the hell was in the beginning of the movie? Okay, I just saw somebody that was like big, man. Is she like, what is this? Dr. Brie, medicine woman?
Just like
that's what it is. This Dr. Brie, medicine woman.
I don't know. Like I say, if you want to show I don't know if people ever seen that, but the thing is, my point is, it's funny to see that she's done that, and then it's like with this movie, she gets like it's like she getting pulled back into that same world of that movie that from 2017, man. So it's crazy as shit, man.
Show y'all a picture.
Okay.
When they're like, "Don't smile." There's a reason why she doesn't smile.
I thought she was smiling on that cover, huh?
Look at that face.
What in the hell's that?
That's her. Right
your baby Brie. Yeah, gotcha. By the way, are you gonna show that or no?
Yeah.
Whoa, really? Yeah.
Yo.
Hold on.
Yo, she's dancing too.
Yeah. That's my blues.
Yo. Oh shit. Damn. Yo, this is buck wild.
My God.
Oh,
80
shit.
for Brady comic.
Nah, let's not do that. Let's not do 80 for Brady.
Okay. She's the best, isn't she?
Holy
Quantum
shit.
Encounter. I didn't even know what the fuck that is.
By the way-
Avengers Quantum Encounter.
By the way, everybody, look, I now clock in Chris Evans at 8 comic book movies. 8.
8.
He's got to be the
Ah.
champion. Comic related prime movies. Would you like to know what they are, sir?
Uh-oh.
Shoot.
Okay, obviously the Human Touch
What?
in 2 movies. Made the Human Torch.
Oh.
He was in the 2000 Mutant Ninja Turtles 2007 movie as a Nick Grant from the Plush 8-part prequel comic book series. So he was in that movie as that character from a comic book. He was in a movie called Push from the Vertigo comic book series, The Losers.
Yeah. I own Push. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I forgot about fucking Push. Yeah, it was him and Dakota
Yes.
Yeah.
So that's all right. FF Turtles. That's 2. 3 is Push is 4. Push is 3. Sorry, I can't count. The Losers. He was in The Losers. That's 4. And then based on the DC comic book.
Yeah, from DC. Yeah. I own
He was in Scott Pilgrim.
that. I got that.
That would be 5. Then he played Captain America. That would be 6. He would play number 7 would be Snowpiercer. That is from an old French graphic novel, the TV series. The movie series. And then, okay, listen, making sure I'm double checking. Okay, call it 7 because they're technically saying he did play Loki for a minute in Thor: The Dark World, which he did.
That's true. Or
Still,
Loki
7?
played him.
Right, yeah, but it was him playing it was the actor. So 7, if you don't count Loki. If you want to count Loki, he's played 8 different
Right.
characters in comic movies. If he's not the champion, I don't know who is. So, just saying.
Right. I understand. Yes, I agree.
I have no good reason for wanting to know. It's just
Yeah,
what he does.
no. Actually, that's good. That's the proof is in the pudding. Shit, we gonna make a video out of this. That's what's up.
Well, let's check Ryan then, shall we?
Say it again.
Shall we check Ryan Reynolds?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, let's see, because he's probably second place. Next. All right, here you go. Ryan Reynolds comic book movies. How many has he been in? It says he has been in which actor is the most comic book movies? I had that list there. Kevin Conroy has 10. That doesn't count. It was voices. We're talking about actors who play the character. I love Kevin Conroy, but come on, guys. All right, I got to find it now. I'm a bad Googler.
Yeah, I know, right? It's all right.
I'm a crappy.
Total of 15 appearances. IMDb. Chris Evans.
Huh?
15 appearances from Chris Evans.
50.
IMDb.
Yeah, they call it his other movies, but I'm talking about characters. You know,
Oh.
different. Yeah, he's been in 15 comic book movies, but let's see here. Okay, here we go. Well, so Ryan Reynolds has played how many characters? Green Lantern, Deadpool, and Hannibal King. Let's see what else. You can't count. They're counting Deadpool twice because of the stupid X-Men Origins, but it's not. Same one, sort of. So it's just those 3, but he was in something. I thought he was in something else. Okay, so Ryan, you're not in the competition. Sorry.
I would count the Deadpools as 2 different Deadpools because the Deadpool you get.
Yeah. Okay. Well, yeah, but he is Deadpool though. They called him Deadpool, but you're right. It was him.
But is he really Deadpool with his mouth sewn shut?
I hear you.
Stupid Tarkatan blades on his arms.
In that case, you could have given 4 instead of 3. I'm fine with it because that movie was terrible. They could have it.
I don't know why they did that. I have no idea.
It's one of those things that always it doesn't even make. It's sort of like saying, I'm trying to think of it. There's not even a good analogy. Like I would like a glass of water with no water in it, please.
Yes. Yep.
I want Deadpool to not be Deadpool. Please make him as much like, call him Deadpool if you want. Please take away the one. It's like I want the thing not to be made of rocks. Please make him skin.
It was Mallrats. Mallrats badass. Yeah, Stan Lee's and Mallrats.
I hate
Talking
Mallrats.
to one of the guys about the things.
Yeah, I hate that stuff. But let's say I want Superman, but here's what I want. I don't want him to have super strength or flying. By the way, I don't want him to have invulnerability. Let's make sure we get rid of that. Oh, no costume either, please. And let's call him Joe.
They almost did most of that with the.
I know the Screw 52, but let's also make his hair blonde and make him short. Oh, and let's make him. In other words, let's get away from everything that makes him the character.
No, the Nick Cage Superman.
Well,
see, the Nick Cage Superman was supposed to lose all his powers. He was going to have a black and red suit.
Okay.
And he was going to have like throwing blades, kind of like that blade Blade had. The chakra or whatever the fuck you want to call it.
Superman was a bad analogy. I'll give you one because you need something that makes. In other words, there's something innate, that is innate in the character of Deadpool. Is that he's a big mouth and he talks. If he wasn't smart ass, no one really knew he was. So let's go close, but let's use a superpower. All right, I want the Human Torch with no fire powers. But why are we calling him the Human Torch again? Shut up. Just make it. Do it.
That's what people know him by.
Because that's his name. But he doesn't burst into flame, right? Yeah, no, that's silly. No, he doesn't do that. But why are we calling him? Shut up. Just do it. Deadpool, it's not like they call him Big Mouth. That's not his character called Big Mouth. But it's still, that's his trait. The merc with the mouth, right?
Yeah, merc with the mouth.
So the guys on the set, that's what I'm saying. I'm mind boggled by the fact that people on the set are going, excuse me, Chief, but you're familiar with his character, right? Of Deadpool. Have you read any of the comics?
Well, they don't have to do that anymore. In fact, they rather you not do that now. But that's like a prerequisite for doing comic book movies now is we don't want you to read the comic book or know anything about the character.
And I know Ryan Reynolds knew about him. Ryan Reynolds knew about the character.
Oh, yeah.
He had to be sitting there going, wait a minute. Are you crazy?
He was.
Right.
He was, but they promised him that he was going to get to do a Deadpool movie. If he did that, he was going to get to do a Deadpool movie.
But my question is, who is the guy that thought that was a good idea? I want to find him and punch him in the throat 50 times.
Oh, what's his face? I forgot what his fucking name is.
Would you sit there with a guy, look at him, and give him a look like, so I just watched your movie, X-Men Origins. Oh, yeah, really? What'd you think about it? You had Deadpool in there, right? Yeah. Well, why'd you sew his mouth shut? Because you don't like the way he talks or something? Why'd you do that?
That was the Fox executives. And it was the Fox executives who never watched the test footage for the Deadpool movie. It wasn't until it got leaked, and we know who did that, that people were like, oh my God, I want to see this, and forced Fox's hand. Because that's how the executives at Fox looked at everything. It's not just Deadpool. It's not just any of this other shit. It's everything. The Alien franchise, they fucked that up. They almost didn't give us Deadpool. They fucked up the X-Men movies. They fucked it all up. They fucked up Wolverine's origin. They were supposed to have a Cyclops origin, and they were supposed to do origin movies for all of the X-Men. They didn't do any of that shit. They laser sighted Wolverine and said he's the only one we want to focus on, and he's the only one that's important. And that was the dumbest move they could have made. Because it's about the team. It's not just about freaking Wolverine. I understand. Everyone loves Wolverine. Wolverine's a favorite character for a lot of people. But it's not X-Man. It's the X-Men.
Indeed.
Cyclops used to be one of my favorite characters until I found out how big of a cuck he is.
Well, that's not my Cyclops. The one who's been
No, I know. That's not
my Cyclops.
That's not my Cyclops either.
Yeah.
I just do you remember in the second movie when they got in Cyclops' car and the fucking, what was it? The Backstreet Boys. It wasn't the Backstreet Boys. It was oh my God, the boy band, whatever it is. And I was just like, oh my God, I can't believe he was listening to that shit. Well, it is Cyclops' car. And I'm like, oh my God, you're ruining him, dude. You're ruining him. And it's just like him, the shit, the real Cyclops, the Cyclops that I knew wouldn't give a damn how interested Wolverine was with Jean Grey because that's his chick. He wasn't insecure. He was never confrontational because Jean was his, period. That was his girl. Period. There was no ifs, ands, buts about it. So, and yeah, language, Kronos. What is up, Hordes? What is up, brother? On a walk before making some content while listening to you. Thanks for the show. Thank you, brother.
Hey.
Thank you for being here, Hordes.
There you go, Hordes.
Yes, sir.
Oh, man.
Reed Richards was my second favorite superhero after Iron Man. You know what pissed me off so bad is that Reed and Tony pretty much led the way for unmasking all the soups in Civil War in the comic book. I fucking hated that.
I hate
absolutely.
Civil War's trash to me. I hate what it did. It turned a lot of great characters and great men into villains, and they can go screw themselves. Civil War is trash to me, and always will be because of what it did to characters that I love.
I thought they did a great disservice in the movie. I thought that wasn't Civil War. That was like a private little thing between Tony and
it was a fucking it was like a fucking 5-on-5. Like it was a fucking like that shit reminded me of like a schoolyard brawl, like a little schoolyard fight.
And Cap dies. Cap dies in Civil War. Am I wrong?
No, you're
right
right
at the end of it. Yeah, that's right. For a little
and that's what stops everything. Yeah. So I'm just like, you guys took this great sacrifice, and I mean, I was all Team Cap. I was, even though I love Iron Man, AC/DC's my band.
I had that shirt, Team Cap.
Team Cap. I love Iron Man, but when it came to that, I was like, nope, I'm Team Cap because fuck them forcing people to take their hoods off and all that shit and their masks off. You must unmask and register with the United States government.
Spider-Man does it in front of the whole country.
Yep.
Oh,
Kiss
boy.
my fat ass.
I hate
my fat ass.
Look, I hate when you put too much realism into superheroes because, yes, I understand in the real world that a lot of these things might happen. This ain't the real world. And when you make them have to register themselves and you take and all this government control crap, I understand if reality asks for that, but we're not in reality. Just keep it the way it was, where the government, they have their issues with the government, but they act independently. They're pretty much vigilantes. And just I cannot stand when people overthink comic book superheroes, because when you do that, if you say, well, you know what, it's more realistic that would happen. Yeah, you know what else is realistic? A guy who's 6'4" who can bench press California, i.e. Superman. That's not realistic either. So let's not have it. It's not realistic for a guy like Batman. I don't care how good he is to not get shot in the face eventually. It's just, it's just ridiculous. I can't stand when you put too much realism into comic book characters.
Yeah, I agree. I agree with you on that.
Suspend the disbelief or don't read them freaking thing.
Like, I agree with you there. I mean, I agree with Chris Persia. Like what he said. He was like Reed and Tony to go public. Like that was easy for them because everybody knew who they were.
Right.
So to force that on everybody else when everybody knew, like, shit, you're Tony Stark and you're Iron Man and he's Reed Richards and you're Sue Storm and people know you're Johnny this and this is Ben Grimm. Like, people know who the fuck y'all are because y'all was already, when y'all went into space, people knew who y'all were. They don't have a secret identities, yeah. Right, exactly. So, so for that, for them to be the, or for him to be the guy to call everybody else out, it's like who the fuck are you? Just because you've been public since day one. Yeah, I don't know, man.
No, and then it's what they did to Bruce Banner. It was horrible. It's like they're all.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Call me cranky, I'm an old fool, but when you turn my favorite superheroes, my heroes, and turn them into villains, I don't take kindly to it. So you go screw. I mean, this is way before. any of the modern woke crap started happening, Marvel and DC had been going to shite. Especially Marvel were doing that thing. Ultimates, look, and there's the thing though. Look, they already had the Ultimates line, which I couldn't stand,
Right.
but they gave you the choice. You could buy Ultimates if you want to see perverse, degenerate, horrible versions of your superheroes. You could go to Ultimates for that.
Right.
But to let Millar come to the regular 616 universe and start putting that Ultimate shite in there was disgusting to me. And that's what chased me out of Marvel when I was actually at that point reading some halfway decent DC books that were coming out.
Part of the Marvel movies, they based on those Ultimate stories.
Yup.
Unfortunately, they did, and yeah, but it was more tame though. It was definitely even the
Was.
Civil War movie was more entitled, and even though the Civil War movie covered some of the concepts, again, not fond of that, mind you, it was still to a far less degree because they did some really sick shit in the Ultimate stuff.
They used that. They used the accident, the Wakanda accident. To,
Right.
Like,
They
start
went-
the registration thing. That
Yes.
didn't-
Yeah, but it was very comparatively speaking, it was
That
not-
was a lot tamer. What was it? I'm trying to remember. I know it was a group that was on TV or something. It was a mutant group or a superhero group that were on TV, and they like blew up a damn city.
That was the new. Wasn't that the? It had something to do with the New Mutants. Not the New Mutants, but Speedball in them.
Speedball, yeah,
The Warriors.
The New Warriors.
yeah,
Yeah,
New Warriors.
They
Right.
threw up a high school or something.
Yeah.
They were having a fight. I think it was New Warriors, and something.
Yeah. No, and I think
Something too
Speedball was in the
mid-world.
middle of that shit. Yeah, it was the New Warriors, man, and
Yeah,
and
the hell with them.
And they use that to push the we have to
The-
register. and
Right.
we have
Yeah,
to-
the
the
registration
bill.
dribble.
yeah, the registry exactly.
Yeah,
Alright.
I was out of there. Go ahead. Sorry.
So, final thoughts. Anything you're looking forward to movie wise coming out this year? I guess. I mean, we all
Cool.
said Guardians, but
Yeah, I'm gonna go watch it. I guess.
Yeah, I got to see the Flash, man. And
Batman.
no,
I
I
don't-
mean.
I don't.
No. I mean, it's just for the simple fact that ever since that thing's been going, I've been dropping videos for over 2 years on this, all the ups and downs and possibilities and everything going to shit and this guy going crazy. I've been covering the fucking Flash, dog. So I have to see it. I'm just saying, like, after over 2 years of covering this, not just this dude, but this movie and all the bullshit within it. I'd be hip. I'd look crazy not to fucking watch this one, man. So I gotta see it, man. I gotta see how it all goes down.
I'm gonna see it. I'm just not gonna go pay to see it. I'm not giving DC
I'll watch
my
it.
money.
I'll sit through it. Put it like that.
Yeah.
All right,
Phantom
well,
Outsider says the actual New Warriors, they fought Nitro and he exploded.
Right.
Yeah,
that's what I was
right.
thinking. Pat S said, I like the old Warriors. I hope they make it back to Coney Island.
Oh,
Warriors, come out and play.
Love it. So yeah, I mean, look, I'll go sit through Guardians, but no, if you're using the term "looking forward to," I got nothing for you. I mean, there's nothing I'm looking.
Yeah, I
forward to
mean-
now there are things I might sit through and watch. There's nothing, and I mean zero, and not even on the way out there horizon that I'm even looking forward to that I can think of. And then it may never happen again as far as comic book movies are concerned. Does that mean it won't be a good one? Not saying that. Does it mean something won't catch my eye down the road and go, oh, okay, let's see. For example, if James Gunn were to pull off a miracle and make me interested in a Superman movie, which is going to be highly doubtful, who knows? But we'll
You never
see.
know.
But right now, dude, I have nothing for him. I mean, I'll go watch Guardians, and that'll probably be the last comic book movie I go shell out, a couple of pennies for to sit through.
Man.
Chrono said he still hasn't seen the Warriors. Can you dig it?
Yo, hey,
Great
Chrome.
movie. I
Man.
love it.
Yo, yeah, you gotta watch that, dude.
Love it.
Man, damn.
Gotta watch
The Warriors. Whew. That's just
He knew about
gangster. Sitting
he
right
knew
there
about
in front of me.
He knew about the glass bottles. He knew about the glass bottles, but he hadn't seen the movie.
Warriors. All right, we're getting out of here. Thank you guys so very much. Don't forget, you got a Klobby stream coming up in what, 45 minutes, man?
Yeah, the top of the hour, 9 p.m. Central Standard Time, folks. I'll be doing my wild card Wednesday night, just me hanging with you. And tomorrow night, of course, same time, the clubhouse with Raquel and Mark. Looking forward to that. And thanks for having me, buddy. Appreciate it.
Heck
There
yeah,
you go.
thank you for being here, man. Thank you. It's always
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
always fun
yeah,
with
yeah.
you guys. What do you got coming up, 24? I know you said you just did a stream earlier tonight where you're like comic book 101, bitches. But
That's
what do you
right.
got? What do you got coming out?
Other than that, man, I'll be doing another live stream tomorrow, and then I'm working on the video. There's some things that have happened.
Thank you for being here, Lady Mist.
Yeah,
Thank
appreciate you,
you.
Lady Miss. Yeah, and everybody else. And yeah, but I mean, there's been some news dropping. I'm just gonna be working on some videos. You know, there's like 3 or 4 things that went down. So very interesting, very interesting. So I'm just you know, other than that, just streaming every day and you know, trying to work on stuff. Working on a book, and yeah, it's gonna be some interesting stuff. Yeah, man. I wish I could tell you, man. Shit.
He wishes he could
Yeah.
tell us all about it.
More, man. I wish I could, man. But man, I got to get through this one, man. I'm working on something special, man.
All right.
I've ran the idea by 2 family members, and they couldn't even. They looked at me and they're like, "Are you serious? You're really gonna?" And they're like, it was like they couldn't believe that I came up with this idea, and I was like, "Yeah, I gotta see this one through." And they were like, "Wow,
24 is going to write a comic book collector book.
man."
I
hope, man. I hope it's something, man. But I got something in my head, man, and I just it's like the idea is there. I gotta flesh it all out, and but man, I got a fucking idea, man. It's special, man.
All right. You keep us updated,
everybody.
brother. Keep us updated.
I will.
Guys,
Thank
we
you.
will be back tomorrow morning for Thirsty Thursday. I have absolutely no idea what I'm going to do. I don't know if anybody's going to be on the show or not. I know I'll be there, but until then, guys, we ride by the seat of our pants. Take care.
Alrighty.
Be excellent to each other.
Night,
Always
everybody.
speak friends honor, and we'll see you guys on the next comic book roundtable. I'll try not to go live without 24.
Base. Yeah.
These videos are tremendous. Like, comment, and subscribe, and hammer that notification bell.